Hi, it's Jehovah's Laws, world's greatest and brightest commandment speaker, and I will not be discouraged ever. Bright enough for you? Blessed are they that do his commandments. Blessed no matter what the world says. Blessed are they that do his commandments, that they may have right to the tree of life and may enter in through the gates into the city. For without are dogs and sorcerers and whoremongers and murderers and idolaters and whosoever loveth and maketh a lie. So don't be a cop, because they like to catch people. Let's not be that. That's a no-no. It's not as bright. It's not a bright idea. You want to be somebody. Be a miniature little Jesus walking around teaching the gospel. The Lord would rather have millions of little Jesuses walking around than millions of little demons walking around, breaking all the law. Now think ye, if a man have but one sheep, and it doth go astray, will he not lift it out of the pit on the Sabbath day? I kind of combined the two. Well, anyway, just because you give up on somebody doesn't mean the Lord of the Sabbath is going to. No matter how crazy he looks, the Lord can still use him. Look at Abraham, the father of the nation. His daughters got him drunk and had sex to preserve the seed. Both of them. They both did it. Look at Peter the rock. He fell asleep at his post 3 times, and he denied his Lord 3 times before the cock crowed. He became the rock. Look at doubting Thomas. Thomas doubted him. He doubted him until he could thrust his hands in his side and feel for himself the wound and see his hands. Come on, people, when are you going to start believing? Not everything you see is the truth. But what you read about is, it did happen. But the world tries to keep it just a myth, so you won't believe it. It's up to you to believe. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. If you believeth in him, then you'll keep his commandments. That's what Jesus said. If you love me, keep my commandments. 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 What were Jesus' commandments? Since he did the will of his Father, they were his Father's commandments. How many commandments did his Father write? No other gods, no graven image, no take name in vain, remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy, honor father and mother, no kill, adultery, steal, lie, or covet. The reason Jesus had to die was because they couldn't keep the commandments, those 10. That's why Jesus had to die. And you don't think they're important? Every time we broke one, someone had to pay. When we stole from the tents, when we were fighting, that person died for stealing. He was stoned to death. When they committed adultery, they were stoned to death. When they killed, they were killed by stones. Come on, people, wake up. When they worshiped graven images, they were killed. Wake up. The commandments are still in effect. Till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall pass from the law. Whose law are we talking about here? Who was talking? Jesus was. It's in his Matthew chapter 5 Sermon on the Mount. 5 through 7, actually. The 5 is where it was. Till heaven and earth pass. You're standing on it. You got to work on it in a car. Of course, you've paved over his good earth and used your own tooled-upon devices to get across it. Yet you live because his Son died for all your iniquitous ways. If he had not died, you would have died in his place. And you had nothing God wanted. That's why you were dying if he hadn't died. So he took your sins with him on the cross and died and came back sinless. And so you were supposed to keep his commandments if you loved him for paying for you. If you don't keep his commandments, you don't get the mercy that he paid for. Because God shows mercy unto thousands of them that love him and keep his commandments. It's the second commandment. It's the second part of the second commandment of the 10 commandments found in Exodus chapter 20, verses 1 to 26. It's the second commandment. And showing mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments. So keep them. You're his nation. You're a nation under God. Keep God's commandments. What's so hard about that? And he said, and lo, I will be with you always, even unto the end of the world. So he's not going away. He'll be coming back to claim his world from the ones who couldn't keep his commandments. And in the day of regeneration, those who have lost who they loved, they'll get it back 100-fold what they had. So don't worry about what you shall eat or what you shall drink, nor yet for your body what you shall put on. Worry about what God told you to do. Keep his commandments holy. No other gods, no graven image, no take name in vain. Remember Sabbath day. Honor father and mother. No kill. Can you handle that one, officers? No kill. Thou shalt not kill. You're not doing a very good job. No adultery, no steal, no lie, and no covet. No other gods, no graven image, don't take name in vain. Remember Sabbath day, honor father and mother. Don't kill, adultery, steal, lie, or covet. With 10, there is no sin. There's the secret to not sinning, is keeping 10. The 10 that God wrote. That's why he wrote them, because they're important. Even his Son said so. Why didst thou call me good? There is but one good, and that is God. If you wish to enter life, keep the commandments.